Hello, my name is Maeve Eberhardt, and I'm an associate professor of linguistics at UVM. The linguistics faculty are all glad to know that you're interested in joining our program. Today, I'll share with you an overview of what linguistics has to offer at UVM. Just so that you have a vague idea of what a linguist does, I'll start by saying that in a nutshell, linguistics is the discipline that studies language as a product of the human mind. As such, we're interested in the structure of human languages and how this amazing cognitive tool is acquired and used to efficiently interact with one another, either in the oral or visual modalities, so in both spoken and sign languages. There's also a misconception about what a linguist is. A linguist is not necessarily a polyglot, so you don't need to speak a lot of different languages in order to study linguistics. In fact, some of the best known linguists have developed their careers studying only English. Noam Chomsky, Bill LeBove, Steven Pinker. Those are some contemporary famous names that you may have heard, and they've all studied aspects of English. Of course, if you know other languages as well, your insight into any linguistic question may be enhanced by that knowledge. One analogy that's often used to explain what a linguist does involves biology. So you may have witnessed or heard of frog dissection, which involves separating the different vital systems that form a frog's anatomy, the digestive system, the bone structure, the circulatory system, right? Then a biologist tries to understand how all these different systems interact to sustain the frog's life. Well, linguists kind of do the same thing with language. We study its phonology, which is the pattern of sounds that make up its words, its morphology, or the units of meaning that form words, the syntax of a language, or how speakers string words together into sentences. And then we try to figure out how all those different structural or core linguistic systems interact and are used by speakers in the social realm to, of course, convey ideas, but also to let others know who we are through the way in which we decide to speak. Our program at UVM is special in that we provide our students with a sound foundation in those core areas of linguistics, so phonetics, phonology, syntax, etc. But we also have two applied concentrations that you can choose from to further study of your language and context: a sociolinguistics concentration and a psycholinguistics concentration. Briefly, sociolinguistics is the study of how language interacts with society, how language varies across communities and changes over time, and also how it helps in portraying our identity or who we are. This branch of linguistics is where my own research interests lie, and I focus particularly on issues of power and privilege and how oppressive forces like racism, sexism, and homophobia can be both reproduced and challenged through language. In the psycholinguistics concentration, faculty are interested in the acquisition of language. The main or the fundamental question that they try to answer is what makes the learning of additional languages in adulthood so challenging? Is it the amount of exposure? Is it memory or some kind of cognitive decline that create this huge difference between kids and adults learning an additional language? So you might realize what a big difference there is if you think about your experience learning language as, let's say, a high school student compared to when you were a little kid. There are other crucial aspects of our program that make it unique. Ours at UVM is a BA program with no graduate students. So as an undergraduate, this is kind of an advantage for you because our faculty need to develop their research projects. And some of that help comes from our well-trained undergraduate students. So if you're inclined to do your own research while completing your degree, there are going to be opportunities to join one of our professors' research teams to get your feet wet in what people usually do in graduate school. And in fact, several of us have published scholarly articles in journals with our undergraduate students as co-authors. Another great feature of our program at UVM is the undergraduate TSOL certificate. So TSOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. While you're getting your undergraduate degree with us, you can take a few more additional courses and gain a certificate that tells the world you've been trained to teach English language skills to adults who are trying to learn the language. We encourage our students to take advantage of this professional certificate because TSOL has become a popular job opportunity for students right out of undergraduate school. We have a good number of our students, in fact, who've used this certificate as a credential to get a job overseas teaching English while fully experiencing a different culture of their interest. So I hope I've been able to answer some of the questions you had in mind when you started watching this clip. But if you do have additional questions or if you would like to chat with one of our faculty members, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can find our email addresses in the Linguistics Program on UVM's website, and we'll be glad to continue this conversation with you through either email or virtually through Microsoft Teams. We look forward to your joining us next academic year. Thank you.